Welcome. In this video, I'm going to do an unboxing and component overview of the DC deck building game Rebirth, published by Cryptozoic Entertainment. So down at the table, let's get the shrink wrap off and take a closer look. A nice look at the cover of the box. And the back. As they say, Rebirth is a new evolution of the DC deck building game, breaking fresh ground by adding linked campaign scenarios, character progression, and movement between iconic locations in the DC universe. Each scenario includes special rules, new cards, and different locations. Play as Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg, The Flash, Jessica Cruz, or Simon Baz. The Justice League is back. Play cooperatively, competitively, or solo. So expect a solo play coming within the next week or so. So inside the box, got a rule book going over an overview of the game, the contents, getting started, different types of cards, going through setup, the lineup, what the board will look like once you have set up the game, how the threat track works, campaign scenarios, winning and losing, how the turn sequence goes, and then gameplay. Then it goes through a sample turn sequence, ending the turn, moving your character to new locations, how the villains work, preventing villain movement, and yes, additional rules. Characters, how they assist, how range works. So looks like they've got paragraphs for every little thing that can happen. How to do solo mode and competitive mode. Mixing Rebirth with other games. A campaign log. And then on the back, they go through a turn sequence and into turn steps. Always good to have. So we've got a punch board or two here. So just some tokens. Good quality stock, easy to punch out. Threat tracks. Locations. We've got Star Labs, so the front and the back of the locations. And then our standees for each of them, so nice look at Batman, the other heroes. And then some scenario packs. So it looks like 8 scenario packs in here. Standees. Normal cards. We'll open up and take a closer look at here shortly. And our hero cards. And here's all the components laid out on the table. I will be making a how to play video in the near future. So while I will be reading some of the cards, I'm not going over what they'll actually do. But if you played the previous DC deck building game, looks like a lot of the gameplay will remain the same. So starting with our heroes, we have Aquaman. Each time you play superpower during your turn, target player may put a card with a cost 4 or less from their discard pile on the bottom of their deck. The Batman. Each time you avoid an attack or defeat a villain, target player reveals the top card of their deck and may destroy it. Cyborg. If you play 2 or more different equipment during your turn, move 1 and +2 power. The Flash. At the start of each of your turns, you get move 2, pay 5 move, target player draws a card. Jessica Cruz. During each of your turns, if you play 3 or more cards with the same card type, you may move target villain 1 space. Simon Baz. During each of your turns, if you play 3 or more different card types, draw a card or move target character 1 space. Superman, once during each of your turns, +1 power for each villain in your space. And lastly, Wonder Woman. The second time you play an assist card during each player's turn, target player draws a card. And of course, standees for each of the characters. So Aquaman, close up of Batman there. Cyborg. The Flash. Jessica. Simon. Superman. And Wonder Woman. Next, we have signature cards for each of the characters. So for Aquaman, he can talk to the fish. He's got Mara, and he's the king of Atlantis. For Batman, he's got detective work, Alfred Pennyworth, and a batarang. For Cyborg, electrified field, boom tube, and connected. For the Flash, he's got his suit, whoosh, and carry on. For Jessica, she's got the original power ring, some willpower, and a teamwork card. For Simon, Sector 2814 power ring, healing light, and emerald sight. For Superman, big blue Boy Scout, bulletproof, and a job for Superman. And Wonder Woman, a faithful friend, lasso, and warrior princess. We have the threat track for cooperative play or competitive play. So as the threat goes higher, more ongoing abilities will go on. That'll be triggered. And of course, a tracker. So you can make sure you know where you're at. Got some threat tokens that can replace some of these special abilities. So on the back, different threats that can happen. Ongoing. Of course, they've got letters on them. I'm sure other cards will reference which ones to get and where they will go. Then we have locations. So we've got Star Labs, so side A, so you can pay 3 move to draw a card. And on the B side, there are basic cards. We'll take a look at those here, but they'll be assigned to certain locations. Police station, front and back, bat signal stack, and at the bat cave, City Hall, Daily Planet, Arkham Asylum, Bank, and back to Star Labs there. So the basic cards that'll be attached to certain locations. You can see we've got the bat cycle and the bat signal, flight, super speed, tomorrow's headline, toss, and withdrawal. So starting with equipment, you see we have a jetpack, bat computer, Batmobile, grappling hook, trident, Flash's helmet, some computing, Zodiac crystals, a super suit, sonic cannon, Batplane, Wonder Woman shield, and a power battery. Then we get into our heroes. We've got some Black Canary, Lois Lane, Cyborg, Aquaman, Jessica, Simon, Green Arrow, Batman, Wonder Woman, Dr. Fate, Blue Beetle, the Flash and Superman. Then we get into superpower cards. So we've got a hard water bubble, contained, telepathy, blast, super breath, vibration, the bolt of Zeus, heat vision, shields up, flurry of fists, constructs, speed force, and super strength. Then we get into our villain cards. Count Vertigo, Giganta, Psycho Pirate, Major Disaster, Scarecrow, Dr. Polaris, Cheetah, Solomon Grundy, Bane, Poison Ivy, Bizarro, Black Manta, Simon, the Joker, and the Eradicator. Then our basic card stacks have the typical punch. And then we get into run cards and a helping hand. And a weakness stack. And lastly, our supervillains. Doomsday, Deathstroke, the Reverse Flash, Despero, General Zod, Lex Luthor, Sinestro, and Amazo. No spoilers here, except for the fact there's going to be a total of 8 scenario packs. So those will be secret. And then just a couple tokens to fill out the remainder of the items. So that's it for the unboxing and overview of the components from the DC deck building game Rebirth. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.